Howdy, welcome back to the homestead. It's been a while since my last video, about a month, and part of the reason for that is because of my computer. The one that I use to edit the videos, it's on its last legs. But other part of the reason, the biggest reason, is because of the weather. The weather's not been cooperating. You know, every day that I've been off work over the last month or so, it's poured the rain, and you know, I've just been going out and doing my chores that I have to do and getting back in the house because it's either pouring the rain or 100 degrees and so humid you can't stand it. So haven't done any projects, just doing the regular everyday chores, and just hasn't been anything worth filming. The garden's doing great. We've had more zucchini than we could eat. We've given them away and froze some, and the zucchini's done now, but now the tomatoes are coming on, and the little Tommy Toes, we've got millions of those, and it's doing great. Those plastic tomato stakes that I have, they're garbage. Next year I'm definitely going to just use regular old tomato cages like everybody uses. I got those, a good deal on them. I think I mentioned it in another video. They're normally like $30 and I got them for $9, but yeah, they're junk. But the garden's doing great. All the tomato plants fell over because those stupid tomato stakes all broke right at the ground level and just bent over. So it's a mess. It looks awful, but we've got tons of peppers and tons of tomatoes, and all that's doing great. And I know what I'm going to do next year and from here on out is raised beds like that. So finally found a method that works good on this property after being here 3 years. So that's what we're going to do going forward, and we're just going to scale up from what we have. But I wanted to make a couple of videos that are easy to edit and easy to just to get some content on the channel, some new content. So I figured today I would tell a crazy hillbilly story, and this is a true story, and it happened to me. Back when I was a coal miner, I had to be at work at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I lived about an hour away from work, so I left the house about 4, usually about 3:45 in the morning. And this particular morning, I hadn't driven my car that I drove to work in about 2 weeks because I'd been on vacation. And so I went out to leave for work, and the car wouldn't start. And it would turn over, but it was like it wasn't getting fuel. So I was pumping it and, you know, pumping the gas and trying to start it. Finally got it to start and put it in reverse and hit the gas, but the gas pedal wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't rev up, it wouldn't move. So I put it in park, and I thought, well, while I was pumping it, the throttle cable came off. And I went and, sorry, bugs are getting my legs. But, so I put it in park and popped the hood, and, hold on. Where was I? Oh. So I put it in park, and I got out and had a little bitty flashlight. We didn't have an outside light. and I was looking for the throttle cable, and the car was parked in our driveway, and in front of the car, about 5 or 6 feet in front of it, well, probably not that, probably 3 or 4 feet in front of it, was a trailer, a ATV trailer, turned sideways. And then was my shed, and then behind the shed was a 15-foot cliff down to the creek. So I get out and I'm looking under the hood trying to find the throttle cable. I find a cable. I pulled the cable. It wasn't the throttle cable. It was the gear shift cable. So I shifted the car into drive, and it started going forward and pinned me with my legs between the bumper of the car and my trailer, and I was stuck. I couldn't get out because the car was trying to inch forward because it was in drive and nobody was pushing the brakes, and I couldn't go anywhere. I was pinned. Now, for about a month prior to this, I had seen a bear every morning at the end of my driveway when I was leaving for work. You know, the last 2 weeks I hadn't seen it because I'd been on vacation. But before I went on vacation, it was there every morning. And I knew where it was going. It was getting into my raspberries and eating all my raspberries. But here I am pinned at, 3:45 in the morning. It's dark and I can't move. The only thought I have is I'm stuck here and this bear is going to come and eat me. And so I start screaming to my wife. She's in the house, and she's got her sound machine running. She's asleep, and she's not hearing me. And we didn't have any neighbors. And so there wasn't no way she was going to hear me. So I start to panic a little bit. And my headlights from my car are shining over on my building, and there's a hole, a knot hole in the wood, and yellow jackets had got inside there and built a nest. So these yellow jackets are getting mad because this beam of light is shining into their nest, and they're attacking the headlights of the car. And I'm thinking, oh great, I'm going to get stung by yellow jackets, then eat by a bear, after running over myself with a car. See what I say about the weather, it's starting to rain. But I was freaking out, and I tried to push the car, and I could get it to move a little bit, but then it would pin me again. And I didn't know what to do. I was screaming for my wife, and she's not hearing me. And then I think, well, if I keep screaming, the bear's just going to know that I'm here. So I stopped screaming. Well, finally, I had enough sense about me that I calmed myself down, and I realized that I need to kill the engine of the car. And how am I going to kill the engine of the car? And so I pulled the breather off and put my hand over top of the throttle and choked out the car so it died. And then I was able to push it off. And it was by the grace of God that I didn't do something even dumber while I was panicking. Hush! Hush! But goats. But I finally got out of there, and I put the breather back on the car. Well, I shut it off and put it in park. Now I put the breather back on, started it up, put it in reverse, throttle worked fine. So I was able to go to work, and I was bruised up and bloody, and you know, I had scratches on my leg, and I've actually got a little bit of a scar here on my leg from it, but I made it to work on time. So that is the story of how I ran over myself with a car. And you know, it's funny looking back, but you know, accidents happen quick, and really easy to do something stupid without thinking. And I don't know, that's just a funny, crazy hillbilly story. Ran over myself and got attacked by bees, and almost got ate by a bear. Probably not, but I thought I was going to get ate by a bear. So that's my story, and that's a true story. It really happened. So if y'all want to make fun of me, you can. I think it's kind of funny. If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? But that's going to be it for this video. Look for more videos coming. I want to make a couple more just talking videos, just to get me through having computer problems and weather problems. Looks like this is not going to be too bad of a rain. But don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. God bless you. We'll see you on the next one.